So this thing, just in case you are stood there wondering, should I buy it or should I not? To be fair, you probably should just buy it and deal with it, because it's probably just as bad or good as anything at the price point. But it'll give you half decent cuts in a couple of minutes. However, it's a fucking pain to use. Like, so you want to set this up, and you mark wherever you want your bar here. Like, this is nice enough, you think. Set it to where you want it. Well, then you go in and you want to adjust. You can't do that with one hand. You can't hold the bar with one hand and the saw with another hand, because you have this tap here, which you can't just pull out. And there's not just any button over here that will let you. You kind of have to prop underneath the saw with your arm, pull this out, thrust the saw back down carefully as possible without ruining your blade. And then open this thing, and you see it'll catch here. So you can't fully open it. You can't leave it open when the saw is up, because then you'll jam this underneath anyway. There you go. Prop your hand underneath the saw again, and try to adjust your piece. Let it down. Figure out, oh fuck, I need it flat. Yeah, it's just, it kind of can be done, and you can deal with it if you need a few cuts for free or for cheap. If you're doing this all day long, then get something decent. Yeah, lead is back here, all in the way, so you'll definitely cut that at some point. The flimsy things over here, they have to be screwed in and unscrewed every time you need to pop the blade back on, which is a faff, because the blade likes to come off whenever it jams, and it will jam, especially if you cut round things, which is as much a pain for a bandsaw blade as it is for a hacksaw, I guess. But yeah, go wild. Of course, you can open this up to here and it will stay there. You can't really get it back down. You can't disable this pin thing. Yeah, this will get jammed under there, under there. Open this pin up. You put it down. There's like a track here where it should pop out and lock the saw in an open position. It does not do that. If you go to use the lever that's meant to be fixed on the ear for adjusting the angle, which obviously you kind of can't, you just have to eyeball it here with a saw blade. This angle gauge is, yeah, I don't know what it is. It's currently set to whatever that is, and it cuts fairly straight at the moment. So, but yeah, my point was, if you open and tighten this too much, it'll crash against the saw there, and you end up kind of just taking the screw out and leaving this loose next to the saw, as you would with the covers, because you need to go back in and flip the things back on. Yeah, that's what it is. I guess if you take it off, you use it as a portaband, which is kind of is. Fair enough. You have three screws there, take off and on every time you want to use it to cut freehand, which is, I mean, great. That's what you want to spend all day doing, loosening and tightening screws. I mean, if I were to design this, I'd let the useless thing on here hook up to the switch, which you don't, you have to every time you cut. I would also run this saw blade the other way, and I would have this plate thingy here on the side, and I would have it so you could leave the saw open in a 90. 90-degree position, or you can use it as a whatever you want by hand. If you have something you would cut by hand quickly. So say you want, I don't know, split this in half. Shouldn't be too hard. Just go there. Now you can't really do that with this saw. You'd have to take it off and customly probably put it in a vise or something the other way around and just hope for the best. Anyway, built in, overdone yourself this time. Way to go.